Sports Village on Newsbreak TV once again, and I bid you welcome. My name is Oluwafemi Ashaolu. Today on the show, we'll be looking at the upcoming friendly between the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the Brazil national team. The news broke on Monday that the Super Eagles will be taking on Brazil next in an international friendly. And of course, we'll be looking at the crisis. Will I say crisis? The threat of Super Falcons coach Thomas Dennerby to quit the job because of certain issues he has with the NFF. But thank God that the Minister of Sport, Sunday Dare, has waded into it, and that is solved. Of course, those are part of what we'll be looking at today on the show. And as well, as usual, I have the usual gentlemen in the studio, Gabriel Tucker and James Agberebi, will be doing the business together on the show. Gabriel, once again, you're welcome.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
James?
Thank you. The pleasure of being on the show again.
Okay, so those are part of what we'll be serving you on this very interesting edition of Sport Village on Newsbreak TV. And again, as we serve the latest in the world of sport. But before we get down to business, let's quickly go on this very short breather. We'll see you on the other side. Please stay with us. Yeah, welcome back, and it's still Sport Village on Newsbreak TV. Gabriel, Nigeria will be taking on Brazil. It's quite been a while since we last played Brazil at the senior level. The last time was in 2003 when we received the 3-0 bashing while we are opening the Abuja National Stadium, which is now the Moshood Abiola Stadium. What would you say about this quality of friendly for the Super Eagles?
Well, I think normally it's a good one, but you want to also situate it. Manager Genotro had just before the announcement had said to the press that he wanted an African team as his next opposition, taking into consideration that qualifiers for the 2022
World Cup 2022 and
AFCON and qualifiers will begin in earnest. So he wanted an African team to prep up. He wanted an African team and the opposition to prep up his own Super Eagles. But you can't take away anything away from Brazil. They are quality opposition anytime, any day. They are very technical. Yes, you might say this Brazilian team might be a bit rigid. And when you look at Coach Tite's formation, he's not the real flair
kind of manager. Yeah.
He's a very regimented manager. But even at that, you still see players with flair. Someone like Neymar, and you see guys like Douglas Costa,
Coutinho, Firmino, and the rest of them.
You see players with flair still doing that. So especially the front line of Brazil will provide a very stern opposition for our defense. So I think it's a good one by the NFF, a very laudable one. But like what the coach said, I think they will also need African countries, top African countries to get for friendly, because we should also know that before we talk about going to the World Cup, we have business at home to settle with.
Okay, James, what will this do for a team that Genotro is trying to put together again after the African Cup of Nations? We had a couple of retirements, Mikel Obi, Gallo, and the likes. We're still trying to settle the goalkeeping department. What quality of opposition would it be for the Super Eagles, and what impact will it make in the team? We saw the last friendly against Ukraine. There were a very good number of new faces. So what is it going to bring into the team?
I think it's going to help them, especially the kind of confidence they will need going to the qualifiers, because if you agree with me, it's a young Super Eagles team. I think this is should be one of the most youngest team we've ever paraded. Playing against a team like Brazil, I mean, this is a team that has
Copa America champions.
Exactly, 5-time World Cup winners, Confederations Cup winners. You know what?
Name it.
So it's going to help the team. We might be thinking in the aspect of losing this game because they are playing.
That was why I actually asked you that question.
But we shouldn't focus our attention on that.
On the result.
A good performance, because you're playing against team with stars who are going to expose this team, and let's look out for how how the team will carry themselves against this Brazilian team. They are not only playing against Nigeria; they will play against Senegal. They will play Nigeria on the 13th of October, while Brazil will play Senegal on the 10th. So if you look at it, and one of the reasons they gave for one of the reasons why they decided to play against Nigeria, because they believe Nigeria is going to give them good opposition. Remember, we have history with them. So, and again, they said they wanted to play against teams who are within the top 50 ranked team in the FIFA. So that's one of another reason why they decided to say, okay, let them play against Nigeria. So for me, it's a good one. It's again that I would really look forward to. I'm not going to focus on the result because we might know how the result will end, but it's going to help the Super Eagles for the World Cup qualifiers and for the AFCON qualifiers.
Okay, Gabriel, I'll come to you. Let's look at Thomas Denebi. He has threatened to quit the Super Falcons job because of a certain number of issues that he raised. He said the NFF used some players that he did not. Invited some players that were used at the AFCON at the African Games that he did not support. Mm-hmm. Then he also said that they've not provided logistics for his movement across the country to monitor Women's League, and also that they've not been able to give him a house in Nigeria to settle down. Now, let's look at all this. Why all this now? For 18 months now, he's been on the job for 18 months. So thank God for the minister for wading into that crisis.
And you would have said if he was the Super Eagles manager, this would never happen. So again, that's another thing. And then you also have to ask yourself, or you also have to question the devotion of the NFF board for women's game. Are they really devoted to the women's game as they are to the men's game? And will I say, ironically enough, we also have a very top senior manager or top senior personnel, journalist by excellence, administrator by excellence in Aisha Falode, who is in charge of the women's league, sitting on the NFL board. So you also have to ask all this. Can all this be happening and you are also there sitting?
The women football doesn't bring in money as much as the men.
I think that's not a tenable excuse. That is never going to be a tenable excuse. This is a man who you have contracted. You've had contracts.
And you had agreement.
And you had agreement with. So if you've had those agreements and if all the claims which he has made, if they were all listed in those agreements, in that particular agreement, then why breach it? It's not excusable at all. And then we're also talking about progressing from being, in quote, local champions of Africa onto the world stage. So once you can't help your coach to get his requirements to build the team, kind of, because whether we like it or not, personal requirements of coach also aid his own thinking towards settling the team down. So once a coach is unstable personally, then how do you think he's going to impact?
I think Gabriel, you are not very happy with it.
How are you going to impact knowledge and how are you going to do your job in helping the team progress? Because, for example, now let's all just quickly recall that after the World Cup, everyone was blasting the coach. You didn't do this. Nigerian coaches have taken the ladies to the quarterfinal of the World Cup, and you didn't do anything spectacular. We went through the back door to qualify for the second round and all that. That's another issue. But when you look at things like this, and the coach says, "Oh, okay, yeah, you can criticize me. I understand my."
You seem not to be happy right now. We need to go on a very quick break. When we return. We come back to talk about this. Okay, let's quickly go on this very short break. We'll return to talk about Tammy. He has hinted that he might likely be choosing Nigeria above ahead of England, but England, they are trying to say no, but you're going to play for the trailer. And of course, talking about Tyson Fury. Very, very bloody face. You will see in the picture as we quickly go on this very short break. We'll see you on the other side. Yeah, welcome back, and it's still Sport Village on Newsbreak TV. I'm sure, of course, you've been following us. It's been very, very interesting on the show today. Gabriel, before I come back to you, because I know you're still angry about the Denebi issue, let me quickly come to James. James, Tammy Brown is very, very much in form right now. He scored a hat-trick for Chelsea in their 5-2 victory over Wolves, and he has hinted after that game that it might likely be. He said you can never tell if you choose Nigeria ahead of England, but Southgate is trying to to tell the guy, come on, man, you're British born, you have to play for England. If you were to advise Abraham, what will you do?
I think it's left for him to choose the country that he will want to play for. Because I think we should go past this stage of trying to beg people to come and play for this.
We are not begging. We are not begging.
Because, no, it's becoming kind of a trend now. We have very good players who we should find. He's a very good player. He has shown that he can score goals. He's a very reliable striker. It's not easy to be the top scorer at the Premier League, 7 goals, for a young player, So
joint up with Aguero.
Exactly, So we have somebody like Victor Osimhen, who is doing well in League One. He's top. He has scored 5 goals.
But we don't have much option in that front.
We have I think
proven options. We don't have in that very position right now.
Even we can't say Tammy has proven himself. It's still early days in the league. He might when the heat starts.
He did that with Aston Villa Championship last season before they came to the Premier League.
Championship is not. You can't compare the Championship with the Premier League. It's, like I said before, he's a very good player. Someone who I would love to, but we shouldn't go to the stage of trying to beg, because from what he said, that he's hinting, which means which means Nigeria is even second choice. Nigeria
like the bargaining chip.
Yes, that if the choice of playing for England, because even if you check out the people who are ahead of him, we have Kane to contend with, there's Rashford, there's Sterling. So which means even now that even scoring top goal, they still rate this guy.
Okay, let me put you on the spot. If you were Abraham, what would you do right now?
Well, for me, I think because of what.
If you're Abraham, what will you do? What will you do?
I'll play for England.
You play for England. Okay, you said to that. Okay, Gabriel. Let's quickly talk about 33. Our time is quickly almost over. He sustained a very difficult to his upper right eye in that fight against Otto Welling, though he eventually won. He had 47 stitches after that game, and he still said that he's ready for battle against Tyson Fury. Then his father came to
against
say
Wilder.
that against Wilder, and his father came out to say that wow, his son was bloody all over. Now, do you think these are part of issues that have been raised about boxing over time, that once a boxer continue to sustain or start to sustain maybe life-threatening injuries, the fight should be called off? Do you think that should have been done in that fight?
Again, it also depends on what the medical team who were on ground during the bout, what the assessment was. When you check clips of the bout again, you see that it was around 5, round 6, and round 7 there were assessments.
Yeah.
And then so there were concerns that his eye was getting more and more damaged.
The gash was, yeah.
They were concerned, but if the boxer said he was ready to go, and the medical team also said he was ready to go, then there was nothing you could do. The only problem now is that after this...
Remember the boxer that died after the bout, that Russian boxer, because of the injury he sustained.
So there are some times too where, just as you hinted, the medical team can overrule the boxer, because the boxer might say he's in a tip-top shape to go, but meanwhile, medically he's not. So again, it also depends, because I've read some boxing experts who have said that court may have an effect on him going forward, and then he has said it's going to be all war with the Wilder. And the Wilder's camp now can say, oh, well,
these are an opportunity, these are advantage to capitalize on in that game, in that fight. Yeah.
Especially if he's eager to secure the fight by February 2020, and will he have fully healed? It's a question, because 47 stitches, it's not just something you can recover in 5-6 months. So that's it. So you can say boxing authorities, WC, WBA, IBF, IBO, and all the like would also have to review
rules.
Will have to review, especially when it comes to
life-threatening situation,
and then checking off of injuries by the officials. So what is it? Because there are times where officials would have to overrule the boxer, or even declare that he's fit or ready to go. There are times you don't have to overrule.
Okay, James, I know you're a boxing enthusiast. What would you say, very quick, in 30 seconds?
Yeah, for me, concerning the fight, it was a good one for Tyson.
Remain unbeaten.
I think that maybe that was one of the main reasons why he decided to continue with the fight, because I don't think he wanted to lose such fight to an unknown boxer.
Otto Welling, yeah.
So for me, was a bad fight for him. Though he won, but it wasn't good for the way it turned out. But let's hope he heals in time, because I can't wait to watch the fight between him and Wilder.
Okay, and after the fight, where the Fury was actually talking to journalists, he said, "Come on, it's just the game." He said, "You can't go swimming and say you don't want to get wet." But on this note, that is where we'll be ending this edition of Sport Village on Newsbreak TV. Once again, guys, thanks very much for coming around.
Thank you.
And for everyone who made this possible, the cameraman, the floor manager, and everyone ensuring that we get this done, we say thank you very much. And for you out there who take time to watch us every week, we say thank you very much. Until we come your way next week, another sumptuous edition of this program, we say have fun. Bye for now. I remain Olafemi Ashaolu.